You already know it, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are back, and we've got something to be happy about. Another winning day on the Dirty 630 show. We were up 25% total entering yesterday. We smacked our two-team parlay with the Pacers -4, and we had the under 8.5 runs between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. That was odds of plus 270. Then on top of that, Nick, we hit our four-legger.
Oh,
Minnesota Wild plus 1.5. The D-backs on the money line, the over 210.5 between the Minnesota T-Wolves and the LA Lakers, and we had the Brewers on the money line. That was odds of plus 1025.
fire me up.
After yesterday's day, we're up 6% on top of that. That puts us at 31% in our last 7 days on the Dirty 630 show, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we could not be rolling off any hotter now. And we're going to keep on pumping. If you guys haven't rinsed those accounts yet, as we mentioned to do so last week, entering this week, go ahead and rinse those accounts. If not, well, guess what? We're up 6% to kick off this week. The boys are back in action. This is the Dirty 630 show. I am Griffin Murphy. Alongside me to my right or left is Nick Menken. We're back for another winning day in the books. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. The boys are back. This show is posted Monday through Friday. We try to get it up by 1 p.m. Eastern time. We will be going live in a few weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to let you guys know that. But before we kick this show off, Nick, how are the premiums rolling at the website over at DocSports.com, and what do you got on tap today?
Yeah, over the last week, the premium selections have been absolutely on fire. Yesterday, we had both of us had a little setback there on the ice. Just a brutal day on the ice. We're looking to bounce back, though. In my last 8 selections in the NBA, I'm a perfect 8-0 for plus $3,900. I have a 7-unit best bet going off tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking to continue staying perfect on the week. We'll see what happens here tonight. But what do you got going on, Griff?
Yeah, Nick, yesterday me and you were on that same play. I mean, me, you, and a few
Tampa
other
Bay.
guys. And dude, I was texting Nick all night throughout this game. At times, I was turning the TV off, turning it back on. I mean, Tampa Bay, that was my 8-unit game of the year. You guys want to talk about me being pissed off? I'm getting DMs from guys like, I lost $1,000 on your play. I lost a couple grand. I had 20 dimes on that play. I don't want to hear it. That was the play. That was the right call. Tkachuk wasn't supposed to even freaking play in this matchup.
2 goals.
And lights up the lamp twice. It was absolutely ridiculous, horrendous. I am besides myself. I woke up today if you guys heard the amount of F-bombs that came out of my damn mouth today, absolutely ridiculous. I'm furious, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, but we're going to calm down for a second just so you guys know. 7-1 when it comes to NHL playoffs. That was my first loss. I had a sniper rifle shot yesterday, took the shot, absolutely terrible, finalizing a 6-2 final. 7-1 in my last 8 selections, perfect across NHL playoffs, other than my 1 loss as of yesterday. I've got 2 plays on NHL tonight, 7 units on tap. I've got 2 NBA selections, 2 MLB selections, playing low volume today, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, bad day, and I took a beating from it, and I'm sure others did as well. We're going to lower our volume today.
Bounce back day, baby. Come on.
And then we're going to get firing. And just so you guys know, Doc Sports, if you're a new member to Doc Sports, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself our premium selections, our absolute best bets for free. We will give you guys a $60 account. Nick, he's red hot right now across all cylinders. NBA, he's been perfect and throughout all of playoffs. NHL, he's been nearly perfect through all playoffs. Go grab his premium go grab his premium plays. Go to DocSports.com/free60. There you can get yourself a free $60 account. Go grab his premium selections. I can't guarantee anything in the sports betting world, but we're looking to have a big day.
I'm looking to have
a bounce back day myself, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys after I just lost my game of the year to jump on board. If you guys like me and you trust me, jump on board by all means. But with all that being said, Nick, hit him with the sauce, hit him in the rules, and then let's get juicy in this.
Going to the secret sauce. We're changing it up here. We're going to stick. We can't not change. We're sticking with the habanero, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4 parlays in this system. We have 2 2-teamers. We have 1 3-teamer and 1 Hail Mary 4-team parlay that we smacked yesterday. Let's do it again today. Griffin and I will go off increments of $100. You better be sticking to that risk. Just like Griff said, rinse and repeat. We have those profits in in that account. Now rinse that account and start fresh, but start at the same risk you've been going throughout this whole entire show. Griff, talk to me about this whale bet, our backbone, our money shot here.
Absolutely. Our 5% whale shot backbone. So as Nick just mentioned, in this show, we give out 4 parlays, and each one of those parlays, you are risking 1%. So to say all 4 of those parlays are to lose, that's minus 4%. We send out an individual selection. That is a 5% bow and arrow shot. So say we are to lose all 4 of those and our 5% individual selection hits, we're automatically in profit 1% on the day. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to touch up on volatility later on in the show. But if you're $5 throughout, starting with the Dirty 630 show, which we started this show in the end of February. So we're going on what, 3 months now?
3 months.
Nearly 3 months now. So if your 1% was $5, you do not change that increment of $5 at 1%. And if your $25 was your 5% bow and arrow shot, you stick to that $25, regardless of the fact that we're up 31% right now. You do not want to do dumb shit. You want to keep this system going. Say we're to get rinsed today and we lose 9%. We're still up 22% on the show going into tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, stick to the system, stick to the script. But with all of that being said, it's time to get it going. Nick, what time is it?
Parlay time.
It is parlay time. Let's roll. We're on the diamond. Game number 1, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays rolling into Arizona to play the D-backs. D-backs minus 155 on the money line. Total sitting at 8.5. Arizona, they're red hot right now. This team's 7-3 in their last 10 games. Currently rocking a 2-game winning streak after blasting the Rays again last night in a 5-1 final. The Rays, they've scored 1 run in their last 2 games and have absolutely 0 momentum on the offensive side. On top of this, the Rays have still yet to win a game on the road. Give me the D-backs on the money line, minus 155 for game number 1. Nick, hit him game 2.
Game 2, staying on the diamond. We got the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Washington Nationals here. The Orioles, slight favorites, minus 135 here on the money line. The total sitting at 9.5. The Nationals, they took game 1 of this series 7-0. Wake up, Baltimore. Baltimore's lost 2 straight here coming into this one, but they'll be facing Trevor Williams in this matchup. He's 1-2 on the season, 19.2 innings of work. He has a high end of an ERA sitting at almost a 6. Just under a 6, sitting at a 5.95 here. He gives up a lot of runs. It's time for Baltimore to wake up on the offensive side. I like these Orioles to get it done here on the offensive side against the Nationals. Take the Orioles money line over the Washington Nationals. So for our first 2-team parlay, we are taking the Arizona Diamondbacks money line, and we are taking the Baltimore Orioles money line at odds of plus 185. Let's head on over to our second 2-team parlay, staying on the diamond, ladies and gentlemen, here in Wrigley. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on my Chicago Cubs here. Cubs, slight favorites in this one, minus 115. The total sitting at 9.5. The Cubs made an absolute comeback, got the win in the 10th inning. Ian Happ walked it off. That final score, 11-10. The Cubs. This Cubs offense continues to prevail when they need it the most. Matthew Boyd will be on the mound here. He's 1-2. His record doesn't indicate it, but he's been having a good season. His ERA is 2.02 on 22 innings. I think he takes care of this Dodgers lineup here. The Cubs continue to produce runs on the offensive side. Give me the Chicago Cubs money line over the Los Angeles Dodgers for game 1. Griff, hit him with game 2.
Game 2, staying on the diamond. We got the Toronto Blue Jays rolling into Houston to play the Astros. Astros minus 110 on the money line. Total sitting at 8.5. Ryan Gusto gets the start for Houston. Gusto, he's 2-1 on the year. 17 innings of work, 17 strikeouts, and just 3 walks with a strong 3.18 ERA. Gusto has been absolutely sensational, and that strikeout to walk diversification is our edge in tonight's matchup, as I believe Houston needs to pull off a win here tonight and put it in the books. Toronto, they're getting on base, they're swinging the bat well, but this team continues to fail to produce runs, and they are not scoring runs. And with that being said, we're going to continue to pound the Blue Jays. Give me the Astros here. I'm on Gusto. I think he's going to come out absolutely stout tonight. Give me the Astros minus 110 and on the money line. So for our 2-team parlay, we will be taking the Cubs on the money line. We'll be taking the Astros on the money line. Odds of plus 260. Now, before we get into our 3-leg parlay, I'm going to touch up on this. I continuously do so, and I'm going to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, the volatility of this system. If you've been sticking with us since the end of February, you guys know this thing goes up, down, up, down. The point of this system is to rip the books hard, get your money, and get out and do it again. It's rinse and repeat. So again, the volatility of this system. If your 1% is $5 and it was $5 starting in the end of February, you stick to that $5 1% increment. If your bow and arrow 5% was $25 at the end of February, you stick to that $25 increment. You do not change a damn thing. But with that being said, let's get into our three-leg parlay. Game number one, we've got the Chicago White Sox rolling into Minnesota to play the Twins. Twins minus 255 on the money line. Total sitting at 8.5. Chicago, they've been a falling knife all season long, all season last year too. But tonight, they're backed up by Bryce Wilson. Wilson's 0-0 on the year. He's got 12 innings of work, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a 4.50 ERA. Wilson is a sneaky pitcher, and he can be really dominant at times. Minnesota, they're still failing to produce runs, which provides value for the White Sox here tonight early. Let's jump on the White Sox. First 5 innings here. Odds of plus 180. Nick, hit him game 2.
Game 2 going on the hardwood floor. We got the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets here. The Rockets slight favorite, minus 3.5 here. The total sitting at 204.5. This seems almost a must-win game here for the Houston Rockets. You do not want to head back to Golden State down 0-2 in this series here. This Rockets team has shown their ability to rebound the basketball on both sides, giving them second chances on that offensive side. This Rockets team just needs to shoot a little bit better from the field. I think they get off to a hot start here. I like the Houston Rockets in my eyes in a must-win game. Lay the 3.5 points with the Houston Rockets over the Golden State Warriors. Let's head to our third and final game of this three-legger. Headed back to the Diamond. We got the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Angels. The Angels slight favorites, minus 135 here on the money line. That total is sitting at 8.5. The Pirates got the best of these Angels yesterday in a 9-3 victory. And tonight, Andrew Haney will be back on the mound. He just picked up a win in his last outing, going 7.1 innings of work, 5 hits, and no earned runs. I think that momentum continues. He got that win over the Nationals. I think it continues here in Los Angeles. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line over the Los Angeles Angels for our 3-team parlay. We're taking the Chicago White Sox first 5 innings. We were taking the Houston Rockets minus 3.5, and we were taking the Pittsburgh Pirates money line at odds of plus 1,065.
Let's make 10% on this one, baby. We're going to touch up on that again in a second.
Now let's go to our Hail Mary, baby, our 4-teamer that we hit yesterday. Let's do it again. Headed back to the Diamond. We got the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Francisco Giants. The total sitting at 6.5 here. The Brewers got the best of the Giants. Did they ever? 11-3 in yesterday's games. Both teams have their aces. You got Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers. You got Logan Webb on the mound where he pitches his best at home. This total, it's a little too low for me. I think both of these offenses will bring and will produce runs here early, and I know they'll produce runs late. So give me the over 6.5 total runs in the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Francisco Giants. Griff, hit him with game 2.
Game 2 on the Diamond. We got the Seattle Mariners rolling into Boston to play the Red Sox. Red Sox minus 145 on the money line. Total sitting at 10.5. We have a high total here sitting at 10.5. That tells us runs are going to be scored tonight. Emerson Hancock gets the start for Seattle. This guy's an absolute liability. He's got 5.2 innings of work this year, a 12.71 ERA, and an 0-1 record. Absolutely terrible. Boston, they just diced up 8 runs last night. They've now won 2 consecutive games. I'm calling it the Boston turnover. I believe they make it 3 straight wins after tonight's matchup. Give me the Red Sox on the money line, minus 145 for game number 2. Nick, hit them game 3.
Staying on the Diamond in game number 3, you got the Texas Rangers and the Athletics, Sacramento Athletics, whatever you want to call it. The money line for the Athletics is a minus 115 here. The total sitting at 9.5. We have 2 games in this series, or we have the 2 games in this series. The Rangers, they took the score yesterday 8-5 in that one. Now JP Sears, their best arm in this rotation for the Athletics, will be on the mound. He's been consistent. You got Rocker on the mound for the Texas Rangers. He's been a struggle. He's not a rookie, but he doesn't have many innings in the big leagues here. I think this Athletics takes advantage of Rocker here for the Rangers. I love the Athletics here. Money line over the Texas Rangers. Griff, hit him with game number 4.
Game number 4, staying on the Diamond. We got the Colorado Rockies rolling into Kansas City to play the Royals. Royals minus 190 on the money line. Total sitting at 8.5. Michael Lorenzen gets the start for KC tonight. Lorenzen comes into this game with 17 strikeouts and just 7 walks with 21.2 innings of work. Colorado nearly stole a win last night and once again failed to execute. Kansas City definitely walked away from last night's matchup with a bad taste in their mouth. I believe this Kansas City offense comes out scorching, and we're going to see a very well-pitched matchup with Lorenzen on the bump tonight. I see him backing up this Royals offense, and I see them torching up offensively. Give me the Royals here on the run line, -1.5 of odds of +105. So are our 14 parlay. We're taking the over 6.5 runs between the Giants and the Brewers. We're taking the Boston Red Sox on the money line. We're taking the Athletics on the money line. We're taking the Kansas City Royals on the run line. Odds of +1,185, ladies and gentlemen. That is 11%. Now, before we get the bow and the arrow out, I do want to continuously touch up on this. All the comments, the feedbacks right after the Doc's Daily Show that we do right after this, I'm going to get it back to everybody's comments as of yesterday. We appreciate all the awesome comments and feedback. We have Leah in there. Just so you guys know, because there was a lot of comments yesterday about, you guys have this expensive ass setup. You can't get your damn mic's volume set up. Guys, our PC broke. When a PC breaks, this is not just some one put together fix up. You have there's motherboards, there's all these different plugins, there's mixers for our microphones, there's Go XLRs for our microphones, there's Elgatos for our lighting. Everything has to be put together perfectly. So we're doing that right now. We're trying to get all of this crap sorted out, because yesterday, yes, I went and checked in the volume. I had my computer all the way up, and that was the best way I could hear it. So again, the feedback, the comments, that only helps us. We've got Leah in there again. She's fixing up the volume. She cranked it up. It was sitting at 30 on each side. We moved it up to 40. We're hoping, she's trialing it out right now. We're hoping that fixes it up. But again, the comments, the feedback, the likes, the subscribe, all of that good stuff, please continue to do so. I will be getting back to each and every individual comment from yesterday's show today. And again, Nick will cover everybody's today, as well as I will tap in as well. But again, we appreciate all that great feedback, guys. Please continue to do so. It only helps us in the long run. But with that being said, Nick, get the bow, get the arrow. We're on the ice. We're pulling this bastard out. We got the Montreal Canadiens rolling into Washington to play the Capitals. Capitals -175 on the money line. Total sitting at 5.5. Washington, they come into this game leading the series 1-0 after a 3-2 OT winner in game one. Washington, they went a stout 26-9-6 at home during regular season play, while Montreal, they were 17-19-5 on the road. Montreal didn't even break 500 hockey on the road. Now they have to deal with the #1 seed in the Metro for game 2 tonight. I believe Washington pounds Montreal tonight and wins this game in regulation. So our 5% bow and arrow shot, we are taking the Washington Capitals on the 60-minute money line 3-way regulation. That is odds of -110. Get the bow out. Get the arrow out. Boom, baby. Roll with it, Nick.
Just like Griff said, the Capitals won game 1 here. The Canadiens, though, they creeped back in that game. The Capitals had the lead. They almost gave away that game 1. I think they learned from the mistakes here. They take care of business in regulation. Give me the Washington Capitals money line in the first 60-minute line. Money line over the, come on, Montreal Canadiens, baby. Boom.
Oh, let's roll, baby. Recap time. All right. Recap. Parlay number 1. Take the D-backs on the money line. Take the Orioles on the money line. Odds of +185. Parlay number 2. Take the Cubs on the money line. Take the Houston Astros on the money line. Odds of +260. 3-team parlay. Take the White Sox first 5 innings. Take the Rockets, lay the 3.5 points. Take the Pirates on the money line. Odds of +1,065. And our 4-team parlay. Take the over 6.5 runs between the Giants and the Brewers. Take the Red Sox on the money line. Take the Athletics on the money line. Take the Royals on the run line. Odds of +1,185, ladies and gentlemen. And then our bow, our arrow, Nick, sharpen that bastard up. We are taking the Washington Capitals 60-minute money line 3-way regulation at odds of +110. Boom! Let's roll, baby. And as always, we appreciate you guys continuously tuning into the Dirty 630 show. We are DocSports.com. I am Griffin Murphy. Alongside me to my right or my left is Nick Menken. And if you guys are looking for our premium selections, our absolute best bets for free, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself a free $60 account. Jump on Nick's packs while it's hot. This kid is absolutely steamrolling right now in the NBA. I even texted him this morning saying, what do you think about this game? I'm leaning to the damn bastard, for Christ's sake.
Let's go. Let's get on.
Right now, the kid's red hot. I'm coming off a bad day. So today's a day for me of reaccumulation. very small volume across all sports. Get that confidence right back, get a couple wins under my belt. Then we're going to come off firing hot this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. But as always, we try to get the show up Monday through Friday by 1 p.m. Eastern time. We appreciate you guys tuning into the Dirty 630 show, and we will see you guys once again tomorrow.